Another one.
This is going to be the first video in hopefully a series where I take Hunt Showdown fights and clips and sort of break them down, giving my thoughts, the thought process that was going on. So I'm just going to pause this right now. The background to this is we heard a bunch of noise. We were coming over to this compound. We found an enemy duo. We just finished killing them. And as we're pushing up, you just heard that sound of the hunter going down. So now we're pushing forward. We assume that it's two teams fighting, but we don't really know at this point. But the assumption is that it's two teams. One person just went down, so now it's a 2v1, and we're pushing into ambush. So I throw the nade because that's where I heard the noise from. That's the last information that I have. I was trying to get lucky with that nade. I don't hit anything, so I basically wasted my consumable. That was a bad toss on my part.
That's too far from me.
So I'm going to pause it again. Now Mike has gone over to the right side. He's seen somebody. He's taken some shots. So now I know which way I need to orient myself. So I'm going to orient northwest-west.
So it's west.
So now I've been shot from straight ahead. I'm going to take cover while I try to heal up here because that took a lot of my health. So I'm going to heal up with the vitality shot. And now my intel is that they're in front of me at the fence. I don't know if they've rotated or not. So I take a peek to the left.
I don't know where he is.
And right now we're trying to see if we can get some intel, if we can hear noises or if we can get a visual cue.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
We should move.
So right now we see nothing. I want to move at this point. I don't want to be behind the wagon because I'm going to get sniped. But then we hear the action pick up again, and Mike makes a call out. I'm going to orient myself back behind the wagon, which is not the best.
Okay, I'll stay
I get the call out again of where the person is. So I'm going to stay back and just kind of be on overwatch. Now, at this point, I'm going to pause it here. I take a look to the left, and when I look over here, I see something, but I also miss something big. So let's watch this part.
Hello? Somebody.
And right there, so that one little part right there, you saw the flash at that wagon, the overturned wagon. I didn't see that at the time. So now we're going to push down because we think that now there's just one-on-one because two people have died. So we're pushing in. We don't really have any intel at this point. I'm trying to find cover.
Oh, watch it.
And I'm going to pause it here. So now I've got a call out. Mike has spotted somebody. Somebody's on the road. So I'm going to push over behind the tree and we're going to engage this guy.
Yep. He's running there too.
Okay, so we see this guy. I take some shots. I miss horribly. So I pull out the uppercut because I'm tired of this. Now I'm going to pause it again. So now Mike is charging. He thinks that this guy is alone. And based on our intel, that's a pretty valid assumption. So I'm going to stay back and take shots of the uppercut while Mike pushes, give him cover, just in case somebody else comes out and joins the fight. So I take a shot, I miss. I take this shot, we get him down. Now I'm going to pause it again. Mike at this point just gets hit by somebody else. So now there's another player involved. And Mike got shot with a crossbow. You can see the little red health signs over him. So he's taken a lot of damage, and now he's down. So at this point, I'm getting shot at again. So I'll pause it. So Mike is down. I know that somebody is over there. Somebody's hit him with a crossbow. Somebody is also shooting at me from the left-hand side. So I'm going to start it again. I get hit. So now I know that somebody is in this direction. Somebody is shooting at me, but I don't have any information on them. I know from Mike's call out that there's somebody over in the reeds, over in the weeds by his body. Now, right now I have really shitty cover because I know there's a person on my right side and I know there's a person in front. I don't know what the person on the right side is doing, but I know the person up top has a line of sight. So at this point, I'm just going to hightail it and try to get cover behind the trees and block this guy off.
No, Mike.
So now I'm running. I know now that I have cover from the north guy, and I have to come in and try to kill this guy. Now, I'm going to pause it again. At this point, I don't know where this guy is. I know that he's here based on Mike's call-out, but I don't know where he is. So initially, I aim to the left. He's not there. I aim to the right. I see him, and I engage. So he's not there.
I know.
I catch his face in the weeds there. I shoot him. I hit. He nails me with the crossbow. I managed to hit my second shot and take him out. So now I'm going to take cover. And I'm going to heal. Right now, I still know that there are guys to the north, or there's at least one person to the north. So I take a quick scan to the left to see if that guy pushed me from before. And I'm also taking cover behind this tree in case he pushed over by Mike's body.
I can't. He has a crossbow.
Mike hears something, so he calls it out. I see the guy now, so I take cover behind the tree. And now I'm going to take a couple shots at him. We're going to exchange gunfire a little bit. I don't really know what he has at this point. I think he has a crossbow, to be honest. But I later realized that it's a Winnie. So I'm taking shots. I'm not really hitting my shots. He's hit me once. He's hit me again. So at this point now, he's got a better position for his shooting. I'm not hitting shots, but he's hitting shots. So now I'm going to move and I'm going to rotate. I still don't know who's over here or what's going on. So I rotate over and I go back to this tree over here. I know I have an angle on this guy now because Mike's body is there. I'm using that as a reference. Another guy shows up. I hit him, but then I proceed to miss several times. But as he pops out and I switch to the uppercut, I'm able to engage him. Now, the only way that I'm still alive is because I have this tree, and I'm able to cover the two angles. I'm able to suppress the one guy and also block from that side. So I take that guy out. He almost nails me with the Winnie. And now we're basically going to kind of shimmy around the trees and shoot at each other. So I make the hit, and I down him, and that's the end of that fight. So
I know, you killed enough.
I think, I'm going to pause it for a second. In this one, I thought that I killed 4 people, but if you pay attention, the first guy that I downed is the last guy that I downed as well. So in the time that I downed him and then went over to engage the guy that was at the water in the weeds, his partner must have come and picked him up. And then by the time I finished engaging there, he was already up, and then the other guy went back to the spot over on the left-hand side. So it's 4 downs, but they were 3 separate players. So now I'm going to pick Mike up, and that's it. The server's basically dead. Like, there are literally 5 bodies here. We killed 2 over on the other side, so that's 7 dead plus 1 earlier. That's the entire server's done. So we're actually safe at this point now. So that's my breakdown of this fight. If you watched my previous video, you saw the whole match. I put the whole match in there, or I edited that whole match and put it in. So this might seem really familiar to you, but please let me know what you think about this. If I should continue to do these things where I basically just commentate on my commentary of the match and just what my thought process was. And I'm also interested if you have tips or anything, or you want to just talk about tactics in general, feel free to put that in the comments as well. If you like that, you might like these. If you want to see more, click here, and I will see you in the next video.